This is my last day pulling out in the morning and heading for Illinois. The trips up here in the fall are usually 30-day trips. Well, this one, I guess it's about 18 or 19 days. I've had so much going on that I think those 11 or 12 days I'm missing were all my goof-off times, because I feel like I've been going hard even right up till now. I finished off that pile of logs a little bit ago. They were 16.5 foot long. Well, now I got the wall logs, the long log walls are on the other side, and I want to go over and get them piled up. But then, at least all of my clutter is here at the cabin. I don't have any saws out anyplace else, so all my tasks today are centered around the yard. But I can see I got some things to get put away. Get the dog put back in the shed. I don't think it could be used for pulling anything more this trip, but it sure worked out good yesterday. You know, you can run those in the summertime as long as you don't, again, you got to take the shrouds off. You've got to run them very much. But Snow Dog's really been pushing to use them all year. They're even making wheeled carts for the back of them now. But I see I got a screw scrubs out here messing around yet, even though it's pretty late in the morning. So, finish another cup of coffee and go out there and tackle those other log walls. Gravity, you gotta love it. $14 done, 13 to go. I'm over the midway point. I can take a break. The last day I got my last Coke Zero on ice out in the freezer. Sun beating down, getting heating up. I think it's Good time to have a little bit of that Coke and then take an extra long break. I got to go up to the beaver dam and change out an SD card in the game camera. It'll give me a nice rest. I'll come back and maybe knock out the rest of these. Yeah, I know. He was on the roof a minute ago. This is my camera location and trail and a little bit of a bend on the beaver dam. Really always been a really good spot. And the camera just sits over there in that tree right there, and so go over there and take a peek and see if anything's come by in the last day or two, except me. Just me, 8 times. You have 600 photos on there all the way from last spring because I didn't get here. Take them home and put them in the computer and review, but I know I did see an awful lot of different colored bears going by in the May and June period. You probably noticed I've kind of lost the spring in my steps since we started this morning. Ah, well, that's finished. I think it's time to go finish some more of that ice cold Coke in the freezer. And the whole thing of the last day and things draining down to the last thing. I got one of Bonnie's apple pies in there to have for an afternoon break here. I think more about getting packed up. Got to get the little wagon loaded up and take a load out to the vehicle and get the wagon loaded in. So tomorrow morning all I have to do is close up a little bit, take my day pack and hike out to the car about a mile. Never thought I'd get all this done in the morning, so it's all a bonus. How you doing, buddy? What did he see? There's something running around or flying around this woods out here. It's had the spruce grouse on the edge all the time. And this morning I hadn't heard any blue jays or even seen one. And this morning the blue jays were out here just screaming away. And of course when they're doing that, they got the spruce grouse all on the edge because it sounds like alarm calls. But blue jays are notorious pranksters when it comes to that. Then that one evening I did have just as it was getting dark, the barred owl flew in and sat here for a while. So I thought maybe that's what was hanging around more. Make these guys work for it a little bit. Got the cart all loaded up, but it's such a hot. Got all those logs moved around and pretty much kind of wore myself out here by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I think I've taken 2 little short naps since, and I keep plugging away at getting the stuff put away around the cabin. The cart I got to take out and load up into the vehicle, but I've been waiting for the sun to go down a little lower. Could have tried one more time. He had a little bit of room left in there yet. Oh, no hogs on that one. October 1st. Not supposed to be 80 degrees. I just got an in-reach text from Bonnie. Apparently I have a haircut appointment. Morning I get just after I get home, and 2 hours later I got a dental appointment. We got a wedding practice the next day and a wedding the day after that. And I just said, I know. All shoes are accounted for. There's no stalling around this time. We've got it pushed out to the limit the way it is, and that's because on the way home, my sister's purchased a light little canoe, and I have to pick that up down in Hayward, Wisconsin on the way home tomorrow. So they said I needed an appointment. Well, then now they won't be there anyway, but it'll be strapped to the fence, and they gave me the combination. So my whole trip home is set out. Weather looks pretty good. No. I better buckle down and get this cart pulled out to the vehicle. They can finish this later. I'm getting closer to getting packed. Got the woodshed all put away. Got the water project all put away. Got the birch bark gathered for kindling. Got some nice dry cedar split up for kindling. I got the wood box half full. Doing the dishes for the last time, and I got supper started inside. Get a little more done and get things put away in there, and I'll take my final bath and hit the sack. In the last weeks, we've been featuring all those animals up there on that. They're all from that trail camera that I just changed out up there in that beaver dam. But, you know, we went through the wolves and the cats and the bears, and now I got a complaint from all the lesser animals. They said, well, we want our due too. So here's all the less than magnificent animals that roam around my little haven of the North Country.